Thank you very much, Ross. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. I'd like to acknowledge our gold medalists, Alastair Peake, Malcolm Page, and of course Liesl Tesh. To each of you, congratulations on what you've done for Australia. You bring this sport into the limelight, and as your stories and your words are testimony to, it's a sport that has captured the imagination of so many young Australians, and hence, you know, the yachting clubs of Australia are going to be under pressure thanks to you. But it's all for a great cause. Can I also acknowledge representatives of Yachting Australia here today, to Phil Jones, to Ross of course, and to Canberra Yachting Club. You're an institution in the Australian Capital Territory, in our national capital, and you do us extremely proud. On the shores of Lake Burley Griffin, which is an iconic lake, I know it well as a rower. I've even been out in one of the dragon boats, but I haven't been out in a sailing boat yet, so there's a first for everything. I've even been on a windsurfer. The joys of sailing, I think, are there for all to see, and the characters, as Ross said in his opening remarks, truly allow us to feel like we know this sport, to get inside the sport, and that's part of the inspiration you provide. With your personalities, you bring an extraordinary amount of I think, of both inspiration, but also you make it accessible. You're wonderful people, and as role models in Australian sport, exemplary. Sailing is at the top of its game. It was the most successful sport at the London Games, and this is for a reason. This is because as a sport, I would say they are one of the smartest operators in the country, and stand now as inspiration to other national sporting organisations as they look to what constitutes a successful high performance program. What level of focus is required. And equal to this commitment is the Discover Sailing program that I'm here to formally launch today. Sport in Australia I've often described as more than sum of its parts, but it represents a full circle when the inspiration of our elite athletes drives the participation of the next generation of young people who pick up that sport. And this is how our system of sport thrives and works. The culture within that, what it brings to Australian communities, it's been described as the glue, as the thing that people love most about their day-to-day lives. Their week-to-week experiences is what they do together with their friends and family in their sport of choice. Today we're here to celebrate sailing. It is part of our national character, and the Discover Sailing program will make it accessible for so many more young Australians. For this I congratulate Yachting Australia and to all of the participating clubs. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to officially launch Discover Sailing. Thank you. I love doing that. And they're away.